Hello, everyone. I'm Benz, and I work in the advertising industry, so I know as a creative people. Okay, excellence in becoming. This topic is pretty fun. It's very interesting. And obviously, it talks about today, about the future, about our next moments in our life. However, as a creative people, I see it a little bit differently. Because I always believe if we want to achieve excellence tomorrow, sometimes we need to look back and learn some valuable lessons from the past, from yesterday. That's why my topic today is called Old is Gold. Advertising in a time machine. All right, let's start with a very simple question. Do you still remember the very first ad in your life that really stayed with you? Not the one you skipped or the one you paid to remove, but one that really stuck, and you remember the old one, the beautiful one, and most importantly, the smart one, that ad. Because nowadays, we treat advertisement as more like a digital plague. We mute it, we scroll past it, and oftentimes we escape it. We hate it. Everyone hates it. All right, but back to the old days. Advertisement is more than commerce. It's a time machine, a messenger in an era, our cultures, our taste, and our brilliant ideas of that time. So today, I would like to share two valuable and timeless lessons I learned from the past, from the old days, from the old ads, that still define the role of modern creativity. Okay, the first lesson, we call it accident. Sometimes we must allow the accident to come in our life, to kick in, to happen, because great ideas are not always engineered. And sometimes they are discovered. It's a surprise. It's an accident in your life. Let's take Nike as an example. I think everyone knows the Nike brand, the most important, famous sports brand in the world. And who knows the slogan of Nike? Please raise your hand here. Let me see. The slogan of Nike, I think, give you a hint, 3 words, very simple. Right. I think a lot of people know it. Just do it. 3 words, global, iconic. But do you ever know the story behind this? Behind this classic and most important line in the advertising history? Actually, these words were not invented in a seamless process or in the agency meeting room. It's not. This line was actually inspired by a criminal. This guy. He's a serious killer, a death penalty criminal. He's called Gary Gilmore. In 1977, Gary was the first one sentenced as a death penalty in America. And this is the very first death penalty after decades in America. So it's become a social phenomenon at that time. Everyone talks about it. Everyone mentions it. It's a topic in town. And Gary, the last final word before the execution was like, come on, kill me, let's do it. So this is his final word. And years later, Dan Whedon, the legendary creative people at that time, he transformed this line, this dark moment, into a cultural anthem, into just do it. Very simple. And this is a story about transformation to allow the accident to happen, to notice the world. It's an example to transform a very interesting line happened in our life, surprisingly happened in our life, into the foundation of an excellent brand in the future. From let's do it to just do it. It's an accident. All right, that's the first one I want to share. And the second lesson I want to talk about today is about simple. Simple always wins. And I would like to keep it simple. In a world filled with the information explosions everywhere, a lot of information every day, we believe simplicity is not the absence of intelligence. On the contrary, I think simplicity is the intelligence comprised and condensed. So, look at this ad. This is a very old, pretty ad, I think from 3 decades ago, for The Economist. The Economist is known as the best academic journal in our time. And this is an ad for it. No image, no product shot, nothing. Just a red background with a single line on it. I never read The Economist. And followed by a small punchline here. Management trainee, aged 42. So it means if you guys refuse to read us, you are far behind. You are not okay. And this one was probably the very first ad that I ever remembered and I loved and impressed that still guide my career today. It's so simple. One sentence, it says it all. It didn't shout. It didn't explain. This idea respects your time, respects your energy, and most importantly, it respects your IQ. So this is the simple ads can work, can do, an idea can have a magic. Just like David Albert, he is the legendary copywriter who actually read this line. He said, no one read ads. People don't like ads. People only read something simply interests them. And sometimes it can be an ad. All right, simple always wins. This too is the lessons I want to share and learn from yesterday. First, we should always try to allow accident to happen in our life. Have a surprise. Don't control it. Because sometimes the world writes better lines than we do. The role of creativity is not to control, but to notice. Second, always remember, always choosing simplicity in our life during your decision-making. And these two lessons are not inspired by some cutting-edge technologies or some newly invented methodologies. They are distilled from the old wisdom. I think in a world obsessed with the next big things, sometimes we often forget the best answers are already behind us. So I would like to say, old is not outdated. Old is distilled. Old is good. Old is gold. So I think today, when we are striving and achieving excellence in becoming, we should never forget excellence once became. Thank you.